One of the things that I always do is I collect quotes, and I have just hundreds that I have saved and gathered over the years. And so I'm going to start off with a couple quotes that I think bring this topic to my mind. The first quote: "There is no pain so awful as that of suspense." That is by Joseph Smith. Next quote from Aristotle: "Fear is pain arising from the anticipation of evil." Next one after that by Earl Nightingale: "Whenever we're afraid, it's because we don't know enough." Here's another quote. Alexander Hamilton, one of the founding fathers of the United States: "Man is a reasoning rather than a reasonable animal." I always liked that one. Next one comes from Leonardo da Vinci, of course. "People react to fear, not love. They don't teach that in Sunday school, but it's true." And the last quote I'm going to share with you is from the Roman philosopher Ovid, who wrote, "Happy is the man who has broken the chains which hurt the mind and has given up worrying once and for all." So why do I start off with all of these quotes? Well, when you think about what suspense or tension or raising the stakes means, it means putting your reader into a state of anxiety and concern and often fear. Not just for horror writing, but you want them to be engaged and concerned about the characters. And so by rousing their different emotions, we're going to make them engage with the story and see what's going on. So all of these quotes are good, but the one that's interesting is this last one by Ovid, where he says, "Happy is the man who's given up worrying." So really, you want them to have that happiness at the end of the book or the end of the series, where they're finally able to be released from that suspense or that anxiety that you as an author have put them through. So these are quotes from people that have lived hundreds or thousands of years ago, but it really aligns well to some of the more recent science that we figured out regarding the human brain. So just brain science 101 real quick. Your brain kind of has two different parts. One is the limbic system, which is called the emotional brain, and the other one is called the logical brain, or the neocortex. Another book calls it the elephant versus the rider. The elephant's the emotion, the rider's like a guy sitting on top of the elephant trying to steer and direct. That's the logical mind. So our brain is both of these two pieces together that are operating. And so when we're thinking about our readers, just realize that we're going to be responding to both sides of their brain, but especially to the emotional side of the brain, the limbic system.